Hey Taurus, what's going on? We are here with a timeless reading for you. The first card that we have out is Five of Swords. The second card is Eight of Wands. I'm also seeing King of Pentacles and Two of Cups. This is feeling to me like something on an internal level, especially on a mental level, is being worked out in order for things to improve. And also, this feels like a little bit of a barrier right now. And once this is worked out, then it feels like just a straight road forward. I'm also seeing King of Pentacles be connected with this. So this can even be moving into the direction of stepping into a position that you want to be in, or even a spot that you want to be in. And then also having that Two of Cups there. This feels like something that'll definitely vibe with you. Let's clarify this Five of Swords. Seeing Queen of Wands clarifying Five of Swords. And Three of Pentacles. You know what this feels like overall to me? That right now you are working with a part of yourself that you can feel somewhat disconnected from. Having Queen of Wands and having Three of Pentacles feels like needing to work with a part of yourself that comes online, and when that part comes online, there's more of a sense of confidence within that. And from what I'm seeing, there can be somebody around you that you feel like knocks your confidence in some way, or that you feel insecure around, or you feel intimidated by their energy, something like that. And it can really be, those aren't the only ways that this can resonate, just examples. And that can be something that's shedding light on you not being in touch with that part of yourself. Like maybe you're seeing somebody around you and you're like, wow, they're so confident, and then feeling weird. And so this can be shedding light on you not being connected with that part of yourself. Or you see somebody put themselves out there and they're like really expressive and maybe like putting their art out there, something creative, because we're seeing a Queen of Wands here. And you can be feeling a type of way about that because like maybe there's something here that you want to be doing and putting out there. And this can also be like whatever blocks you're working with. Like maybe there's something that you want to do and you're not doing it because you're like, what is this person going to think? What's that person going to think? What if people aren't receptive to what I have? This feels like the part of you that believes it's not safe for some reason. It's not safe for me to express myself authentically. I'm working with that part of myself. So that's the work that's being done here. As this is being addressed, because this is like whatever mental conflict gets in the way, because Queen of Wands is the part of you that you want to show up, you have something to express, you have something to say, you have something to show, you have something to be. And it's all about just being yourself too. Like Queen of Wands is all about authenticity. So what is getting in the way of your authenticity and working with that? When there's this feeling of this is normal for me, or this is natural for me, or this is how it would feel in resonance with me to be showing up, and then the stuff that starts going on mentally that stops you from doing that. As you're working with this, it's helping things push forward, it's helping things move forward. And seeing King of Pentacles there, I feel like this has something to do with a role that you're playing. It can have something to do with you doing a job that you want to be doing, or doing a job within a job that you want to be doing. And it can also be about connecting with other energies that because of stepping into this role that you want to step into, there will be a sense and feeling of unity of, I'm playing this role that I want to play. But again, like, it can ask you to be confident in yourself, or it can ask you to take a risk for yourself. It can be asking you for some type of authenticity. And once you answer that call, you're going to be stepping into this position and feel very at home with this. So right now is the working through whatever is stopping you from doing that, whatever is getting in the way. And it's definitely going to be something fear-based, having the Five of Swords here. I think it's like anxiety about putting yourself out there, being seen, and not in some type of... It's about just you showing up and being yourself. Like, that's literally it. It's not for you to do anything that's not normal or natural for you. It's like, what's getting in the way of you being just your regular self? And how are you curbing your self-expression? And as this is being worked with, like, once you basically get through, it's like there's a part of yourself that wants to go through, and Five of Swords is like what's at the gate and saying, until you work with me, you're not going to be able to get through. And it's just that part of yourself that can be like an inner critic. It can be the part of you that's like, what are other people going to think? What are they going to say? Just like all of that stuff, all the things that would be getting in the way. All mental narratives. Once that's worked with, like once you get past the gatekeeper there, it's just a straight shot from there. Like nothing blocking, nothing getting in your way. Like things are going to move really quickly. And then being in that position, where are you going to? You're going right into a position that you very much want to be in. And that Two of Cups is that feeling very at home with this. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be. This makes sense to me. This is what I want. So you have something that feels like a calling. I'm seeing Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is something that you want to be pursuing, something that feels exciting to you, something that draws you in. What's stopping you from doing this? Again, some type of mental narrative that's going on. It's like where you're not supporting yourself, where you're not supporting your authenticity, where you're not promoting your authenticity, and where you can be promoting fear and anxiety instead. I feel like you're getting closer and closer. Getting more curious. Okay, some of you, this has to do with people around you and the concern about that. Maybe there being a lack of receptivity for you and what you want to be doing here. This can be something that you're aware of. And it can be something very much that you're giving weight to. Sometimes too, we can look at something and be like, it's not me, it's the people around me. That's what my concern is. But you have to know at the same time that if that concern weren't within you, then the opinions of other people, they wouldn't be resonating with you. It's because there's already that sort of narrative that can be latent within you, that interacting with other people or seeing the judgments of other people, it just like brings that up into your awareness, that that's part of a belief system that you have. And whatever it is that's part of this belief system, this is getting in the way of you pursuing the path that you want to pursue. And something that you would feel very at home doing this. It's like something that you wouldn't feel like you're performing for somebody else. Like this would just be for you. Like you'd be doing this for you. You'd feel happy with this. And so this is the type of problem solving that's needed here, is to figure out like, what is this that's blocking? What is this that's getting in the way? And it does not look like an external thing. This looks like it all comes back to a narrative. It all comes back to a way of thinking. It all comes back to belief systems. And you learning about that part of yourself, that part of you that is like, if you do that, you're making yourself vulnerable, and that doesn't feel safe. And so let's actually not do that. But it's what you want to do. And so working with that part of you, that you can be like, I don't want to hold myself back anymore. So I need to work with this part of myself so I can move forward with this. Because, you know, you're just stopping yourself from what's calling you, and calling you in a very pure way too, as that is connected with the Page of Wands. Maybe too, checking in and being like, who am I living my life for? This is one of those times where if you let this stop you, you get older, and then you get to that point where you like don't have the opportunity to do this anymore, and you're like, I should have just done it. I should have taken advantage of the opportunity. Like, why did I hold myself back? Like, does it even really matter? So I think giving yourself some insight now so you don't have to have regrets later of holding yourself back, because you can know too that if you don't do this, like now maybe it feels like a little bit more inconsequential, but later down the line you're going to look at that and be like, I really wanted to do that. Why didn't I do it? Why didn't I let myself do that? What was holding me back? And you'll see that it's some type of fear that's connected with this, and just that's being worked out here. I feel like this is actually pretty straightforward. You're moving into a position where I really think that you're going to kick this mindset to the curb because it's stopping you from doing what you want to do. And you're connecting with your energy that is very determined. And going to find a way to support yourself through this. I think also too, being your own cheerleader and being your own support can prove really valuable to you here with this, because where you're going to be connecting with other energies that are doing the same thing, that are working with their inner critic and working with that lack of support and working with those difficulties when it comes to vulnerability and working with criticism and all of that stuff. You're going into a place where you're going to be on a path with other people that are making the brave choices that you're going to be making to be themselves. Because this really does have to do with your authenticity for sure, and what's getting in the way of that, and you working that out. And I'm seeing that you are going to be stepping onto a path where other people are doing that same thing, and you're going to feel very connected because of that, where these will be the most genuine connections that you make, because this is truly you. It's not a mask. And that Five of Swords is a mask. It's a mask of cloaking self-protection, simultaneously keeps you from the connection that you really seek. And this is what's being worked with. And those are the stakes as well. And I think it's just a price that's too high at this point. You want that sense of connection, and it's available to you if only you'll lean in. And this really is the only thing that looks like a barrier. Just that internal stuff that you are working with here. I think that about says it. I feel like the reading is very straightforward. Allow yourself to be curious and open too. Because I feel like I'm seeing a transition happening, going from like, I have questions, but I'm not asking them, like metaphorically speaking. I have questions, but I'm not going to raise my hand and I'm not going to ask them. And like making fun of people that raise their hands and ask when you really want it to be you, to moving to a place. And this can be just, again, like this is a metaphor, okay? It's that like I want to do the thing and I'm not doing the thing, because then I'm going to be seen as being vulnerable. I'll see myself as being vulnerable, and then I can get hurt, and then this can happen, and then that can happen, or that person's going to say this, because I'm going to like show my true face here. Going from that to moving into a place of openness and curiosity and learning and exploring. So before I'm seeing there be a like closed energy, and then I'm seeing something opening up. And this also feels like throat chakra that's opening up too. Whereas maybe there had been something going on here, and now there's going to be the opening of that, and there will be that sense of flow that's being redirected now. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I'd like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.